Tokyo. So as Francis mentioned, a mixed day on the markets, that we have been seeing a recent rally in stocks, and much of the focus has been on growth stocks and shares which can generate these big gains. These so-called dividend plays, meantime, appear to be off the investor radar, at least for the moment, but maybe it's time to revisit these stocks. Companies that pay out dividend yields might be a welcome addition amidst concerns that the rally in stocks can't be sustained. Shareholders of Hong Kong's biggest phone company, PCCW, for example, got a special dividend that's about $1.30 per share after a planned buyout offer lapsed. So how do you start looking for these shares? Well, one way perhaps is to look at which markets are paying out the highest dividends. If you check out your screen, as you see, your stocks down under in New Zealand and Australia command the best yields for now, followed by those in Thailand and also the Philippines. Among the companies paying the highest dividend yields in Asia ex-Japan happen to be these investment trusts, be it in property or shipping. These trusts act like finance companies, acquiring real estate or even ships and then leasing them back to tenants or shipping operators. A portion of the rental income is then redistributed to investors. So have a look on your screen. And first, Ship Lease, also Rickmers Maritime, Pacific Shipping Trust. These are just some of the shipping trusts listed in Singapore. Their payouts all exceed 10% and go up as high as 30%, which is much higher than the MSCI Asia ex-Japan average. So joining us for more on dividend plays, we have Alvin Cheng, who is the CEO of Pacific Shipping Trust. Its stock is the best performer this year among shipping trusts listed in Singapore, up 75% so far on the year. Welcome back to the program, Alvin. So let's talk about your second quarter results. It seems that things are going as planned. You see net cash position from your operations rising in the period, up about 37%. You also have some timely payments from your clients, which is important in these times. But there is concern about one specific customer. We're talking about container shipping line CSAV, which has run into some cash flow problems. Do you see maybe some problems here for the rest of this year?
Well, good morning, Susan. It's nice to be here. Of course, the shipping industry has taken quite a significant downturn since the last quarter of 2008. One of our smaller charterers, CSAV, had actually gone to all the charterers, or all the owners of the chartering vessels, to request for a reduction in charter rate. And we are still in discussion with them to see how we can assist them in improving their cash flow. But as of this point, we received full payment from all our charterers. So that is how we are able to maintain our payout, our dividend yield in the second quarter.
Which is quite attractive. That's right. So what about this specific customer, the Alvin? Would you consider cutting it off, canceling the contract if there are concerns?
No, we're not doing that. In fact, we see that this situation has improved. This particular customer has been able to do an equity raising at the end of June, which will substantially improve their cash flow and their cash position, and should help them with bridging over some of the difficult times that may be in the next few months.
Okay, well, thank you for that update,
we see that
Alvin.
the company has...
Let's move on to talk about the dividend payouts, Alvin, because we were saying that Pacific Shipping Trust pays out one of the most attractive dividends among the shipping trusts, and your company has been paying about 90% of its income since your listing, but you're now thinking of maybe paying out less, not less than 70% going forward.
Well, that's potentially reducing our payout, but we will only decide at the third quarter when we close our books to see if we need to do so. So we are purely trying to be transparent to our unit holders, to give them the idea that perhaps if necessary we may do so, but only for a good reason.
Okay, so what is Pacific Shipping Trust dividend yields then going forward? UBB Securities predicts 12.5% and 10% for this year and next. But what's your guidance in terms of what shareholders should be expecting?
Well, we are not in the habit of giving guidance, and I guess it's really we're not going to do that at this point. But certainly, I think given the calculations that the analysts have made, if we were to make a reduction, the yield based on current market price would certainly drop from 16% to about 12 or 13%. But that is based on current market price.
Okay, Alvin, nice talking to you today. Alvin Cheng of Pacific Shipping Trust.